Welcome to Art Lectio, a space where the enjoyment of art is restored to its original purpose, contemplation that leads to transformation. Today we are reflecting on the Transfiguration by Raphael. Two realms exist within this canvas. Above, Christ radiates light, his garments dazzling in the glow of divine glory. Suspended between heaven and earth, he is flanked by Moses and Elijah, the law and the prophets fulfilled in him. Below, Peter, James, and John have fallen in reverence, their faces turned from the overwhelming brilliance. But below the mountain, a different struggle unfolds. A frantic crowd gathers around a demon-possessed boy, his body contorted in suffering. His father pleads. The apostles look bewildered, helpless. Their faith is faltering, their power insufficient. Two worlds, one divine and one desperate, held in a single moment. This artwork was widely regarded as one of the greatest paintings of the Renaissance, influencing generations of artists, including Caravaggio and Rubens. And in it, Raphael captures the paradox of faith, the tension between divine revelation and human weakness. The Transfiguration is a moment of unveiled glory, yet at the foot of the mountain, darkness still reigns. This contrast is not unique to Raphael's masterpiece, it is the pattern of our own spiritual journeys. We experience moments of clarity, times when God's presence feels undeniable, when faith is easy, when we glimpse eternity breaking into the now. Yet we also know the valley. Seasons of struggle when prayers feel unanswered, when we wrestle with doubt, when suffering seems unrelenting. How often do we, like the apostles, stand powerless before the needs of the world? We try to fix, to heal, to reason, only to realize that our efforts are not enough. But Christ reminds them, and us, this kind can only come out by prayer. The power they lacked was not in their ability, but in their dependence on Him. The Transfiguration assures us that the glory of Christ is not distant, but present. Even when obscured by earthly trials, the light on the mountain is the same light that descends into the valley. Lord of glory and mercy, you dwell in dazzling light, yet you also walk into our darkness. You reveal yourself in radiance, yet you meet us in our need. When our faith falters, remind us of your power. When we stand in the valley, lift our eyes to your glory. May we rest not in our strength, but in your presence. Amen. I invite you to pause for a moment. Let the two halves of this painting settle into your mind. And where do you find yourself today? On the mountain, basking in the light of divine presence? Or in the valley, wrestling with shadows? Be still. Let Christ's radiance envelop you wherever you are. Even in the valley, His light remains. Where in your life are you trying to rely on your own strength instead of seeking God's? Perhaps it's in a relationship that feels strained, a task that seems beyond your ability, a prayer that remains unanswered. Like the apostle, we often look at what we cannot do rather than at the one who can. I'd like to propose that faith is not about avoiding the valley, but about carrying the light of the mountain into it. Today, let your prayers be a surrender, not a striving. Let your work be an offering, not an effort to prove yourself. Trust that the Christ who reigns in glory is the same Christ who walks with you in the valley. Thank you for joining me for today's daily reflection. Consider joining me tomorrow morning to start your day well. Tap the bell icon to be notified, or if you can't wait, you can watch the clip on your screen for more inspiration.